Hey there, and welcome to Factorio Space Age. My name is Brune. In the last episode, we're starting to kind of get a hang of things here on Gleba a little bit, and we're preparing to start doing foundries. Yeah, I think we're going to need to move the thing back one. Because like here where we have moved it back, I suppose I don't see any dead bodies. I'm surprised this one isn't under attack more. There's another place I moved things back here, which this looks good. So, and this is where it just got damaged, correct? Yeah. I could extend robots out to move it back, but I think I'll just save that for another time because I think the lasers are way more than enough. Like if I just took out the walls and just left the lasers up, I feel like that would almost be fine. So, but I do think just a little bit more fine tuning and that thing will be perfect. Oh, and then that thing, it all just spoils right inside of it. There we go. Okay. So now let's set up the foundries. I guess, why was I doing that? Oh yeah, because we need to get iron and copper plates to be able to do stuff. So you have to let it spoil before you can use it, which is interesting. One thing I'm kind of realizing too is that it's like you need a way for the system to be able to like kick itself back on. So when things run out, like for instance, these are all run out of nutrients. All the spoilage needs to get brought back to the spoilage thing. Spoilage to nutrients. So that's kind of this is kind of the kickstart button right here that can get things going again. So I'm trying to wrap my brain around being able to essentially make biochambers and how I could prevent things from, or what to do to try to prevent things from spoiling and how to handle this. So I suppose first we really need to get iron plates and electronic circuits going. So let's start at the very beginning, I guess, and actually start doing these two things. So it'd be this process and this process. Okay, so we need essentially this. I'm gonna go like this, take this, and I'm in such a build horizontal mindset that I think I have to just move these to actually try and build this. Okay, so we can imagine stuff from the trees coming in that direction. Mash going out. And seeds doing something. Oh, I did that wrong. Use filter to get the seeds. Okay. You know, I kind of, yeah, no, that's fine. Well, actually, we'll do it like this. So this stuff will output. Then we have another one that will make this stuff from the Yumako Mash. So I guess how much nutrients? 2 megajoules. Spoilage time of 5 minutes, 2 megajoules. And this requires 500 kilowatts. So each one can power it for 4 seconds. Okay, so yeah, this doesn't make enough spoilage to basically like self-sustain itself in a sense. Unless you're doing this from it as well. Yeah, because I'm kind of thinking you can use these two to kickstart the cycle as it as the spoilage gets created. So spoilage for this one, I guess, would need to go somewhere. I'm kind of envisioning building kind of vertical, some sort of like maybe a bus or something, but I don't know if that's the right idea because of spoilage situations. Man, Gleba is quite the interesting challenge. Okay. Let's see. Let's try and visualize this a little differently too, because then let's change this. But this is the seeds. So I want to imagine, you know, this is here or something. Wait, how do you automatically plant this? Oh, this thing plants seeds. Okay. So yeah, this would take the seeds in. It would output the stuff. So do it. Seeds go back that way. That loop is good. Okay, the mash comes here. And we get the stuff we want, but we also get spoilage. Spoilage has to go to this thing. Let's do the, I guess I'll just make it in line with that. I do it just like this still. Spoilage. Stuff I want. The iron. Oh no, this is the copper. Yeah, that stuff comes from the jelly. Spoilage would go into this stuff, make more nutrients. Great. This one actually got damaged. Okay then. Well, I guess that because there was the one situation where I had right here. I suppose this place did get. Was it right there? Yeah, I thought maybe it was right here where this one was getting banged up, and then I just moved all the trees around it, and then it started working. No, it was right here. Yeah, and this one has been working. So that really makes me wonder if this needs to be moved back. Barely see that. Even further. Just even one more. You know, or even just opening this up a little bit, because the idea is you just want to stop this from really trying to run through there. Maybe you need to put like a concentration of turrets right here in the center as well. Like just a second ring right here to fire on them and maybe pull them that way. In a sense, because like maybe the laser's here, he like comes in, he gets attacked, and then he wants to go for these, but isn't really seeing a path around to it in a sense. So, okay, yeah, this will create the nutrients, blah blah blah, and nutrients will go to these machines. This stuff will just sit on the belt for a while and become copper ore. And this is definitely going to want to be buffered. So we'll imagine something like this. This could probably move back a little bit. I want to do it right there. Oh, no, that makes sense to me. Okay, so then this would... Yeah, and then we can have this just filter, output copper ore. This is working how I wanted it to, but that's okay because we can just do something like this. Let's upgrade all of those. So that's something that's up on... Waiting for a little bit more stuff. I do have some of those on that platform. And on this platform, no. Available on planet. Oh, 400 go up in a stack. Okay. My electric engine units. There we go. Upgrade. Okay, so yeah, this would give me the double lane. actually, if I do extend this forward, then I could send it the other way very nice and neatly. Have it go that direction. Kind of like that. Better. Okay, so we have our copper ore out, I guess. Oh, I have an even better idea. Be like that. This will curve here. And this is my copper output. I don't know why I'm wasting so much time on making that look pretty. So that's really only copper ore, which is not then going to be used to make molten copper. And this can take in 6.25 per second. This thing outputs 0.3 a second. So you need a ton of those. Is this... Yeah, each single one spoils into the other one. Okay. But now we gotta basically do the exact same thing, but for the... Turn off the RoboPort, so I kind of remember where those were. Gotta kind of imagine the exact same thing here, but for... Oh, I did send down the electric thing, because I do need some iron plates. I guess since we're here, copper plates. Does this create pollution? Why do I feel like I remember reading something about pollution? Oh, nothing like that. Maybe there's something in the map. Oh, there shows my evolution factor. That's good to know. Oh, it even shows the day-night cycle time there. That's cool. Okay, interesting. I want to make one more of these so I can kind of actually almost copy and paste this whole thing. It's kind of just my little starter visual for these processes. This one would be Jellynut Processing. Jellynut seed. Jelly. I suppose this actually needs to be moved down one. This needs to be right here. Okay. Iron bacteria from jelly. Iron bacteria. This one also makes spoilage. 12 a second. That one's 3 a second. Huh, interesting. This one almost could completely self-sustain itself. Oh wait, no, but then you'd need the spoilage to power this thing as well. For the thing making this. Wait, I suppose that takes 2 seconds. Yeah, I think it actually could. This makes me wonder if you could do something like pull out the spoilage, stuff it right in there. And then this thing could do that maneuver. Filter nutrients. So this one won't grab spoilage that ends up here out of it. Yep, so now it makes me want to move this over one. We'll turn the robots back on. So we can put a chest between here as well. Do those. Chest, chest, chest. I think we really even need a chest there. So this will be to pull out spoilage. So there, that way it'll fuel itself. Wait, now it actually makes me wonder too, if you do, you just have everything come out here, and you have that take spoilage. You could have this like that, so it would fill it with stuff from here. And nutrient would if there was any extra nutrient, it'd come out here. So now I'm really curious to actually kind of test this one out a little bit. Can I make some nutrients fast enough? Like that. It already spoiled. Oh, because it like keeps its time, that's right. That's the copper stuff. Actual water. Where was the iron stuff? Had I found it over here or something? Oh yeah, I was looking for the jelly stem or something. Why am I so terrible at finding this? Jelly stem. Whoa, I grabbed so much of it. That was a mistake. Leba mistakes for sure. Put a stack in there and just watch what happens. This would also need... So wait, then I can just put some spoilage in here. This also needs nutrients. Yeah, is this net positive energy right now? Oh, but this doesn't have any fuel? Oh, yeah, I suppose because I don't have this inputting it somehow. Let's go like this. Yeah, because this is where I was sending the spoilage. And this will only pull from this if anything is greater than 2. Put it down where I would need you guys to put it down. My goodness. It's funny. Because now this now needs more. Getting nutrients to these things is kind of a sticky challenge here. Is it just going now? So now this one should be here. Should enable disable if everything is less than, say, 5? Oh, there's a ton in there. So like we basically would be just letting spoilage pile up there. But I suppose that one immediately takes stuff out of it. Nutrients, yeah, nutrients barely lasts at all. Yeah, and this is just a slow trickle of iron out of here. Yep. Yeah, so that is net positive. This is a very interesting puzzle. I'm still very curious too about kind of what's really the best way to go about, like if you were to try and do everything with biochambers. The nutrients issue to me, while the biochamber, like being able to run the biochambers is great. Yeah, being able to utilize the spoilage. Really curious to kind of see what happens as this all spoils. So, and this thing, yeah, this can spoil as well. So it's like, to me, you almost don't even want these to turn on. These be controlled with circuits in any way. You can enable, disable, and you can read the contents. Okay. You know, I also kind of like the idea of kind of using a count. Keep track. I suppose that's the other thing. Yumako doesn't really tell me as far as oh, here we go. Maybe there's gathered from this spores, 15 per harvest. Growth time 5 minutes. Okay, let's go check out one of those. Do you get 15 a single harvest? Time left on this 20 seconds. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how it like separates those timers in a sense. Oh, expected resource 50. Still says spores 15 per harvest. Now I guess what are spores? Nope, nothing there. Spores. No, nothing on that. Yeah, I'm kind of confused what it means. 15 per harvest. So, and yeah, and the seeds last forever. Okay. So that's really what you want to get to. Like, basically, like, when we harvest this, we want to make sure we get the seeds out of it. And then, you know, not plant another one until we need stuff. So it makes me wonder if, like, you need to have a non-biochamber thing kind of set up to make things begin. Because I don't see any way to control the tower and tell it to filter. Maybe it's just because it doesn't have power right now. Yeah, enable, disable, and read contents. Okay. Well, this has been a long episode, so I do need to end it, but we'll jump into the next one. And yeah, we're gonna try and crack this little code here. I feel like this is all like something's happening here where this is just spoiling. And you can't connect to this. Oh, you can connect to this. Set recipe, read contents. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I suppose this is how people like do the, you know, setting of recipes on these things. So this is how I think you need to do it. But I'm like really curious how somebody would do this without circuits. Like, would they just be like unable to use the biochambers? That's what I want to know, how possible it is to use it without using circuits. You know, you can do it without any wires at all. I mean, I think I could see a way to do it. Where you just kind of have like a splitter at the end of everything. You know, that just only allows the spoil, like in the spoilage off of it. So it's, I guess, it'd have to be in a loop. So the good stuff would be on there, but if it spoils, then it just gets shoved off and sent back and turned to power. Because I suppose the cycle would always continue, right? As long as I found a way to deal with the spoilage. You know, like just these two buildings in itself. This one would plant the seeds. This one would turn it into stuff that... I suppose even this one by itself could. No, you need to get the seeds out, that's right. This one will get the seeds out. 0.06. So yeah, it should be pretty easy to go infinite. Would you have to throw seeds away in a sense? Or kind of let things spoil? I am not sure. We'll have to get a little further to try and figure this out a little bit better. So, thanks so much for joining me. Looking forward to seeing the next episode. Take care.